Namaste. I, JVM Neha Sharma, Jayoti Vidyapith Women's University, Faculty of Education and Methodology, Department of Science and Technology. So today's topic is stop and wait ARP protocol of the sliding window. Right? So in this lecture, we studied about stop and wait ARQ, how stop and wait ARQ work, and what are the useful terms and the principle of a stop and wait ARQ. So, stop and wait ARQ used in connection-oriented communication. In last lectures, this in previous lectures, we studied about connection-oriented and connection-less communication. The stop and wait ARQ is based on connection-oriented communication and it offers error and flow control. Stop and wait ARQ mainly implement sliding window protocol concept with window size 1. So here, what do you mean by window size 1 here is simple. Here center window size and receiver window size is equal to 1, not more than 1. Exactly is equal to 1, right? So at a time you only send one frame at a time and wait until you get back the acknowledgement of that frame. Then you send the next frame and then so on. So this is basically stop and wait ARQ with the window size 1. The useful term here is propagation delay. What is propagation delay here? Is the amount of time taken by a packet to make a physical journey from one router to another router. Propagation delay is equal to distance between the routers upon velocity of the propagation. And what about round trip time? Round trip time is twice of propagation delay. क्योंकि वो एक बार जाएगा देन वो वापस आएगा एक्नॉलेज लेके तो इट्स राउंड ट्रिप so this is 2 into propagation delay. Then time of time is what? 2 into round trip time. Time of time is the time where timeout occur and you don't get any kind of acknowledgement, so you retransmit the frame again. And time to live is the time. Basically, maximum time to live is 180 seconds. Means after 180 seconds, timeout, and you have to retransmit the frame. So it is 2 into timeout. ओके तो सिंपल स्टॉप एंड वेट सेंडर के रूल क्या रहेंगे कि सेंडर एक टाइम पे एक ही डेटा पैकेट को सेंड करेगा देन सेंडर नेक्स्ट पैकेट ओनली आफ्टर रिसीविंग एक्नॉलेजमेंट फॉर द प्रीवियस फ्रेम तो रिसीवर साइड पे क्या रहेगा एंड एक्नॉलेजमेंट आफ्टर रिसीविंग एंड कंज्यूमिंग ऑफ डेटा पैकेट एंड आफ्टर कंज्यूमिंग डेटा पैकेट एक्नॉलेजमेंट नीड टू बी सेंड तो बेसिकली सेंडर का काम है एक्नॉलेजमेंट का वेट करना उसके बाद ही नेक्स्ट पैकेट भेजना और रिसीवर का काम है कि डेटा पैकेट को रिसीव करना और सेंडर को एक्नॉलेजमेंट भेजना so this is all about the flow control okay because receiver consuming the packet if the receiver have a capacity to consume that packet okay otherwise it's not so we don't get acknowledgement in that case also so because of this here mentioned flow control okay then the next is here so here you can see data acknowledgement data acknowledgement data acknowledgement so here if we say we have 0 1 2 0 1 2 to transfer so this is data 0 acknowledgement 0 data 1 acknowledgement 1 data 2 acknowledgement 2 so flow control and after consumption it get back the acknowledgement okay to the sender okay so what are the problems basically associated with the stop and wait? So basically, one problem here is window size. Basically, you have to wait for the acknowledgement after sending a one packet at a time, right? So inefficiency is very high and bandwidth loss are very high because of this time consuming process, right? And also there is problems like lost data, lost acknowledgement, right? So what is lost data? Basically, when you send the data frame from the sender and sender wait for the acknowledgement and receiver wait for the data for infinite amount of time, this is about lost data. And what about lost acknowledgement? So basically, sender send the data and wait for the acknowledgement for the infinite amount of time. So this is called the acknowledgement loss. And delayed acknowledgement data is after timeout on sender side, a long delay acknowledgement might be wrongly considered as acknowledgement of some other recent packet. So this is the delayed acknowledgement or the data. Okay, so stop and wait ARQ. ARQ again, automatic repeat request is known as a ARQ. So above three problems are resolved by stop and wait ARQ that does both error control and flow control. So basically stop and wait plus timeout in lost data, lost acknowledgement में sequence number for the data and delayed acknowledgement में sequence number for acknowledge, right? So देखते हैं अब हम कैसे इसको ओवरकम करेंगे. सो विद द टाइम आउट इफ यू basically doing here is sender send data packet 1. Okay, so here basically what we are doing here is sender send the data packet 1, right? So here you can see data packet 1, right? So after sending the data packet, basically sender wait for the acknowledgement here. And when the timeout occurred and sender didn't get the acknowledgement, so sender again sent the data frame and then get the acknowledgement. So retransmission of the data after timeout resolve lost data problem. And sequence number is what about the sequence number, the acknowledgement, right? So if acknowledgement is lost, like data 1, the sender sent here. Data 1 consumed by the receiver and acknowledgement sent, but this acknowledgement doesn't receive by the sender here, right? This doesn't receive by the sender here. So what you can see here is timeout, right? So timeout अगर हुआ and then उसके बाद में sender ने वापस data 1 को भेजा, then receiver ने send किया acknowledgement instead of negative acknowledgement because of sequence number attached to sender packet. Okay, so then the acknowledgement is sent and sender received, so it's sorted. This problem is also sorted. So this is what lost acknowledgement. And delayed acknowledgement, basically this is resolved by the sequence number for the acknowledgement also, right? Delay हो गया, टाइम आउट होगा, उसके बाद दोबारा भेज देगा डेटा 1 और उसको acknowledgement मिल जाएगा. Okay, and working of stop and wait ARQ basically what in the below diagram you see here sender and receiver. So this is what like sender send means A send frame 0 to B, right, for a particular time, then wait for the acknowledgement, then sender A get its acknowledgement. So okay, at B 0 successfully received, frame 0 successfully received by the receiver B here. Then sender A send next frame 1, right? So sender A send a data frame of packet with sequence number 0 and receiver B after receiving data frame send an acknowledgement with sequence number 1. Sequence number of next expected data frame or packet. So now receiver expecting what? Receiver expecting the data packet 1 or to say data frame 1, right? So there is only one bit sequence number that implies that both sender and receiver have buffer for one frame or packet only, right? So now the acknowledgement 0 received, right? Then frame 0. So here frame lost and A transmit. Basically, uh, what is doing here is frame 1 उसने भेजा, ठीक है, बट एक्नॉलेजमेंट उसको मिली 0 की, तो उसने फिर से सेंडर ने फ्रेम 0 भेजा, बट फ्रेम 0 रिसीवर को नहीं मिला और टाइम आउट हो गया. टाइम आउट हो गया और अगर सेंडर को हमारी एक्नॉलेजमेंट नहीं मिलती है तो वो क्या करेगा, फिर से रीट्रांसमिट करेगा. तो उसने फिर से फ्रेम 0 को रीट्रांसमिट किया. उसने अंडरस्टैंड कर लिया है ए ने कि टाइम आउट हो चुका है, मतलब मेरा फ्रेम लॉस हो चुका है, तो अब मुझे दोबारा भेजना है. तो वो क्या करेगा, फ्रेम 0 को दोबारा भेजेगा, उसे एक्नॉलेजमेंट मिली 1 की तो दोबारा फ्रेम 1 को भेजेगा. देन हियर यू सी एक्नॉलेजमेंट 0 लॉस, right? So after timeout, what here is A we transmit the frame 1 because उसको frame 1 की acknowledgement नहीं मिली है, and we discarded the duplicate frame because क्योंकि उसको already वो frame मिल चुका है, पर उसने क्या किया, उसको उसकी दोबारा से उसको acknowledgement नहीं मिली थी उसकी, पर रिसीवर ने उसे रिसीव कर लिया था, बट उसे एक्नॉलेजमेंट नहीं मिली थी तो उसने क्या किया, उसको रीट्रांसमिट कर दिया. बट रिसीवर के पास फ्रेम 1 ऑलरेडी पहुंच चुका है, तो वो क्या करेगा, उसको डुप्लीकेट फ्रेम मान के डिस्कार्ड कर देगा. ठीक है, सो बी डिस्कार्डेड हियर द फ्रेम 1 एज अ considered it as a duplicate frame because it already received by the receiver. Okay, so characteristics of stop and wait ARQ is what? It uses a link between sender and receiver as a half duplex link, and throughput is what? One data packet upon frame per round trip time. And bandwidth into delay product is very high, then stop and wait protocol is not useful. The sender has to keep waiting for acknowledgement before sending the process next packet. So example is closed loop or connection oriented protocols. So it is a special category of SWT sliding window protocol where its window size is 1. Irrespective of number of packets, sender is having stop and wait protocol require only two sequence numbers 0 and 1. Right? So the stop and wait ARQ solve key problem but may cause big performance issue as sender always wait for the acknowledgement even if it has next package ready to send. So consider a situation where you have a high bandwidth connection and propagation delay is also high because you are connected to some network or some server in some other country through a high speed net connection. To solve this problem, we can send more than one packet at a time with larger sequence numbers. We will be discussing this protocol in the next lecture. Okay, so stop and wait. ARQ may work fine where propagation delay is very less, for example, LAN connections, but perform badly for distant connections like satellite connection, right? And because efficiency is very poor, because you have to wait for the time period, particular time period, and then retransmit the frame if it is lost, and wait for the acknowledgement to send the next packet. So this is kind of heavy what to say inefficiency in terms of bandwidth losses and in terms of time complexity, right? So next is stop and wait ARQ. We already studied in this lecture, and next is go back and ARQ. So in next lecture we are studying about go back and ARQ. So so basically the overview of stop and wait is sender and receiver window size is equal to 1 and you have to wait for the acknowledgement. Sender have to wait for the acknowledgement of the data frame it already sent, and after the acknowledgement the sender receive only then the sender transmit the next frame, and in case of any data packet loss or any acknowledgement loss, it has to retransmit the data frame again after occurring the timeout. Okay, so that's all about this protocol. Thank you so much.